Hello my dear friends, and today we continue to work with prognostic. Yesterday I recorded the video about how important to be astrologer for your own, how to make your daily horoscope, how to make your horoscope your own individual personal horoscope for a week or for a year ahead or for any amount of time you want. The most important things which we supposed to consider to make this horoscope. And of course I mentioned how it's important to know the cycles of the planets. Also I mentioned about inner planets, which are fast one, considerably fast one, than the outer planets. Outer planets, it's Jupiter, it's Saturn, Neptune, Uranus and Pluto. Especially three latest planets, they're very slow, so their transits usually affect us really considerably, yeah? And if you want to know when to expect the major transition periods of your life, consider the cycle of the transiting outer planets. Jupiter, Saturn, they're considerably affecting our life, yeah? Then Neptune, Uranus and Pluto. The cycle of this planet and aspect to their natal position is very important, yeah? And everyone gets Saturn return to its natal position at the age of 29, 30. It's just like checking point. Are you going according the plan, according the contract, aka your natal chart that you signed with the destiny when you came in this world? Everyone endues the Uranus undated crisis at 42 when Uranus is going in opposition to its natal position, yeah? So we have to know the cycle of every outer planet because these are the milestones of our life, basically. And no one enjoys, of course, any Pluto like square, for example, 90 degrees, when Pluto within 90 degrees transiting Pluto to its natal position. So basically it's always like milestone crisis, huge changes in your life, yeah? To have image of milestones of your life, just sketch out the Saturn's square 90 degrees, opposition 180 degrees and conjunctions with natal position, and you will just see what are the years of utmost changes in your life. Also note Uranus's squares and opposition. Square 90 degrees, I mean transiting Uranus to its natal position in your natal chart. In natal chart it will be all different position. I mean the position in houses of horoscope, it's all very individual. Every natal chart is unique. You do understand this. That's what I'm teaching you in our videos, basically. Also, list Neptune's sextile, square and opposition. Pin down the days of Pluto's sextile and square, especially square and trine, of course. Also, when Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto crosses one of the angles of your birth chart, angles is ascendant, descendant, so beginning of the first house of horoscope and the seventh house of horoscope. Also, the cuspid, the beginning of fourth house of horoscope and 10th house of horoscope. These are the angles of your natal chart. When these planets are making special angles like 90 degrees, for example, or 60 degrees, or trine 120 degrees. So any kind of aspect, any kind of conjunction, opposition, square, sextile, trine, so or any kind of aspects of these planets to the angles, to the beginnings of these houses, will be like a milestone in your life as well, yeah? Changing, huge changes in your life. Also, note the years when Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto will make conjunction square opposition to the Sun or Moon in your natal chart. When they're making angles to the other personal planets, of course these periods are important, but when these planets are making angles, making aspect to your moon or sun, your lights in your natal chart, these years absolutely crucial, okay? Crucial changes in your life. So, it just like overall picture, what we are going to do in our prognostic blocks of information. We have already all Natal Chart interpreting videos on my YouTube channel. Now we started prognostics. First video was about general things, about outer and inner planets, about cycles, about retrograde period, and what it's important to pin when you are making your horoscope for day, for months, for year. Now we are starting examining one after another planets, the energy of planets, and what kind of influence will be from every aspect they are making towards your natal planets, towards the angles of your natal chart, and returning to its natal position. Let's begin with Uranus. Why Uranus? I love this planet. I love the energy of rebellion, revolution, energy of freedom, spirit, energy of changes, energy of being, how to say, involved in this freedom spirit, so to say. Let's explore. Let's start our exploring with Uranus. Full cycle, all 12 signs of zodiac, all the circle of 12 signs of zodiac, this planet will make within 48 years. 48, yeah? So in 48 years, your Uranus will come into natal position. We are calling this like return of Uranus to its natal position. So all this cycle we can divide on 4 phases. First phase, it's like square between Uranuses, transiting Uranus to its natal position, to natal, so it's 90 degrees between them, so it's 21 years. Second phase, it's when Uranuses are in opposition, so transiting Uranus 180 degrees to its natal position, so it's 42 years. We are calling this like middle-aged crisis, yeah? Everyone knows what kind of changes it might bring into everybody's life. Then again, second square of Uranus, it's 63 years old age, yeah? It's when 3/4 of the whole circle passed, yeah? And then at 48, Uranus will come into natal position, so it's 84 years. So in every sign of zodiac, Uranus will be around 7 years. Right now, Uranus in Tauruses. We will explore what is characteristic of this period in our next lecture. Today we will concentrate on cycles of Uranus to its natal position, and in the third lecture of Uranus exploring, it will be a lecture about aspects and of Uranus to Moon, Sun, and other personal planets. So if Uranus, transiting Uranus, is making any angle to your natal planet like Moon or Sun, it will be huge changes, as I said already, in your life. And these changes will be especially tremendous within 3 months. So this aspect usually is covering the period of 3 months. The strongest position, of course, in Aquarius for Uranus, because Uranus traditionally is the ruler, the main ruler of this sign, Aquarius. And a position of Aquarius is Leo. This is the position where Uranus is the weakest one, of course. What are the key words about Uranus, the energy of Uranus? Of course, invention, awakening, science, future, electricity, revolution, rebellion, unexpected events, and also natural disaster. Shocking events. Shocking events usually always happening with involvement of Uranus, because it's spontaneity. It's something really, really abruptly happening, which are like shaking everybody on physical and any kind of level at all. Uranus is all about breaking the rules. It's revolution spirit, it's freedom spirit, as I already said. So it's breaking the rules and disrupting the established order. Uranus is associated with people who don't fit in, who are not doing like others, who are unlike others in every level, in their appearance, in what they're doing, in how they're thinking, in how they're digesting information. They just don't fit in. Okay. Also, Uranus represents tension between tradition and innovation. The spirit of Uranus is always like breaking all the traditional way of doing things, to invent new approach to this and that and that. Without Uranus, we won't have any scientific breakthrough. So all the sciences like any kind of technology, any kind of electronics, any kind of aviation, any kind of rocket building or whatsoever, everything, all the invention around space, around cosmos, and around everything connected to these scientific fields is all about Uranus. So Uranus is future. Uranus is revolution. Uranus is doing not like we traditionally used to. It's doing new way, it's inventing new approaches, it's scientific breakthrough. And that's why Uranus is so precious. Otherwise, we would be covered with moss and we would be like statue whatsoever. Every time Uranus is making angles, aspects, transits to your natal planets, moon or sun, or to your angles of your natal chart, or making angles to its natal position, milestones in your life. It's like reminding you, you are not bloody statue, you are not static. World is changing and you're supposed to change, okay? Without changes, we are who we are. Statues, just something, piece of brick or something like this. Awesome. Uranus is here to wake you up, to remind that changes are necessary, okay? And all the Uranus transits require willingness, your willingness to reinvent yourself. And yes, it will happen at the expense of your security and comfort. Of course, when transits are happening, it's like itchiness inside of you, yeah? And some kind of like disorientation. You want to change. There is some nervous tension inside of you. You can't sleep. You can't think the way you used to. You can't function the way you used to. So changes already on physical level. It's just like itchiness. I want to change something in my life, yeah? But sometimes you are tempted to destroy everything which you have been building for years and years and years. And this is the tricky moment when transits happening in our power with astrological help, yeah, to put this huge energy into creative course, not to destroy everything you have been built, but to change something just a little bit, to find new approaches, to do things, to make something new, to invent something new in your life. It doesn't mean you have to destroy everything you were working for, yeah? So astrology will just help you to put this into constructive way, to use energy wisely, because it's a huge piece of energy. Just make it wisely, okay? Well, as I said, Uranus cycle can be divided on 4 phases, yeah? 21 years old, so it's like all 84 period. I mean, the cycle of Uranus when it comes to its natal position we are dividing on 4 segments for 21 years. 21, 21, 21, 21. So first milestone is 21 years old. It's when Uranus comes to the angle of 90 degrees to its natal position. It happens in everybody's life, okay? We all experience the first square, like I want to claim my life, yeah? We are making some strange things like changing haircut, changing way we are dressing up. We I don't know, maybe not living with parents anymore. We want to do everything our way, yeah? So very often people are not living with their families. They are moving far from families because they want to claim, I want to live my life my way. Nobody's telling me what to do. Sometimes people are mingling with strange people in this period of time. They are making strange relationship, sketching behavior. So doing something in extreme way. This is the age of 21. This is first milestone, so to say, yeah? There is often that unsettling feeling that you don't know anymore who you are or where you are going. So it's just kind of like freedom can be a little bit too overwhelming, yeah? But there is always positive impulse at work here too. The desire to throw off all the restrictions, all the rules, all the constraints with which you were raised, and just do everything your own way to find new approaches. And this is the huge plus of the spirit, that you are inventive considering your work and what you are going to do professionally in life. And everything seems possible. You think everything in your way. I mean, everything in your hands. You are building your life your way. And this is absolutely fantastic feeling, right? The only thing you know for sure that you are not doing as your parents. You do this your way. You do this differently, okay? This is the spirit of Uranus. I do this my way. Nobody's telling me how to do this. All traditions, all the instructions, all the rules are thrown away. This is the beauty of Uranus. Uranus opposition, age 42. Everybody experience this transit quite sharply. Everyone is having this period like middle-age crisis. Many families are destroyed at this period of time. People are divorcing, people are starting new families, new relationships, people are changing careers 100%, even 200% or whatever. They're doing absolutely crazy things, like beginning to, I don't know, shave their heads or drive red sporty cars. If before it was just like I don't know, very strict religious looking outlook, etc., etc. So people are changing completely in their behavior, in their attitudes toward life, in their goals in life, in their professional growth, in their family settling or whatever. I know so many people at this age, they are starting new families. So old partner, you go off, I'm doing my life from zero, from scratch or whatsoever. This is the tricky situation here. Yes, you need changes, but because Uranus is shaking you like this, yeah, till your core, that you're not statue, you are not unchanging something piece of rock, you are changing, you are developing, growing, etc., etc. But this is the age, actually, when you do have to make changes, but it's not necessarily supposed to be with breaking your family and parting with your family that you will building up for so long. Try to put this absolutely crazy energy into something really big. to show your talents that you forgot that they exist at all. For example, look at Susan Boyle. Yeah, she began to sing when she was over 40. She just came out to Britain's Have Talent, or Britain's Has Talent, and just began to sing. She was just some simple woman, not beautiful, I'm sorry Susan, not having fantastic looks or whatsoever, but she has absolutely divine voice, yeah? And nobody would ever know about this until Uranus actually is making square to her ascendant. This is exactly was the transit which opened the doors for her. So Uranus opened doors for her. Okay, Susan, just go and make a performance. Show off. Show your talents that were hidden and nobody knew about this or whatsoever. And within one evening, your life completely changed. Of course, at the expense of taking away your comfort, your calm life, your routine, your security, everything's taken away. But now you are famous, now everybody wants you, now everybody's interested in you and giving you plenty of opportunity to be famous, to be creative, to make money and everything. So doors are open. That's what's happening on transit of Uranus, yeah? Doors are open, but you are choosing to go through or not, and how to use this energy. Of course, there are prices to pay, yeah? Like Susan, for example, she was in hospital afterwards because this emotional crisis, yeah, was huge. The influence of this was huge. No, everyone can deal with the complete changes of your life. Not 100%, 200%. Let everything changed. Yeah, you are not living in some small village and do your mundane, boring routine or whatever. Now you are a star. You are on the stage. You have to perform all the time. You have to make show, to sing for everyone. Be a star. Be at the stage. Yes, there is no calm routine anymore. But that's what Uranus is offering you. Are you using this or not? This is your choice. Well, let's continue. Okay, we just have talked about age 42, so it's two phases already. Phases for 21 years already passed. Now third phase plus 21, it will be 63 years old. So usually age 63 is your new next milestone according to Uranus cycle, yeah? Usually at this age people are going to retire. Not everyone, but at least it was around age 63 when people were retiring in old ages. Anyway, life is changing the way that you are not having the same routine, okay? How you are going to deal with your life if you have all this free time, because there are no meetings, there are no work obligations, your mundane routine, professional routine to fulfill every day, etc., etc. No scheduled meetings anymore whatsoever. So what to do with all this time? You are free. Sometimes people are feeling disorientated with all this freedom and the huge amount of time available for them, and they are feeling sometimes even ill because they think that, gosh, now what I'm going to do with life? There is no scheduled routine for me to do anymore. But guys, Uranus, I mean the spirit of Uranus, it's all about group work, yes, social work, social netting, or whatsoever. Try to create some groups of interest, gather people around you, or you can make some internet project or whatsoever, create group around this project or whatsoever. So Uranus is also associated social networks. Remember this, yeah? So you can be really helpful to cultivate at least one group-centered activity, yeah? And you will feel connected and involved. This will help you, and this will help other people as well. Uranus is all about democratic way of contacting others. So we are together because we are engaged in one project, or we are interested in the same thing. It's exchanging information. Aquarius, it's air element. Uranus, it's all about spontaneity, electricity shock or whatsoever. So it's all about exchanging ideas and finding something new. Okay, so this is the clue what to do with all this spirit of innovation, spirit of revolution, spirit of rebellion at the age of 63, in order not to go into, you know, health way deterioration. Yeah, so everything in your hands, how to keep it going in healthy way and in interesting way to live your life. And next milestone, when 4 phases already passed, when Uranus is coming to its natal position in your natal chart, is the age 48. Not everyone is lucky enough to reach this age. Yeah, it's only happening once in your lifetime. And if you are lucky enough to reach this Uranus return, it can be a time when you reinvent yourself one last time, particularly if you enjoy reasonable health and financial security. This time, the urge for freedom manifests itself as a rejection of preconception about old age. I'm not an old man or woman. I'm doing still my life my way. And it might be that you are needed to fight for your independence and freedom to live by your own, or at least on your own terms. Sometimes, you know, relatives putting their old men and women into homes or whatsoever. This is the age where you are feeling the need to fight. I live my life as I want, okay? I deserve this. This is my life, okay? And you will feel this urge to fight for yourself, for your choice to live your life your way. Thank you for watching me. I'm Astrology Marina Magram, always available for personal consultation. All my details underneath this video. Next video will be exploring Uranus through all zodiac signs and making angles, aspects to your natal planets. What kind of influence you will feel from these transits. Thank you for watching me. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.